Hello, dear students. Let's start a new topic. Water, a universal solvent. This topic from chapter 8, Water, of class 8 in subject chemistry. Let's open your chemistry book and come on the page number 109. 109. Let's come on the topic water, a universal solvent. So as you know that water can dissolve all type of the substances such as solid, liquid and gases. So it dissolves the CO2 gases, oxygen gases, NaCl, sodium bicarbonate, sodium carbonate, copper sulfate and many other liquids such as alcohol. So water dissolves many types of the substances within it. So water is called a universal solvent. Water has the capacity to dissolve a large number of solids, liquids or gases in it, such as sugar, salt, milk, alcohol, fruit juices, vinegar, urea, oxygen, carbon dioxide, ammonia, etc. These all things, solid, liquid and gases, can dissolve in the water. So water has the capacity to dissolve all of these substances. That's why water is called a universal solvent. Because this property of water, it is called the universal solvent, because it has the capacity to dissolve a large number of substances. However, the amount of substance which dissolves may vary. In some cases, water dissolves the more amount of that substance. In some cases, water dissolves lesser amount of that substances. So the amount of the substance which dissolves in the water may be vary. Now water can also dissolve minute particles of the container in which it is kept. So water can also dissolve minute particle of the container in which the water is kept. So some minute particle of the container can also dissolve in the water. Now there are two types of the liquids. The liquids in which dissolves the two or more liquids that dissolves to each others, that liquids is called the miscible liquids. The two and more liquids which having the property to dissolves to each others, suppose A and B, two liquids, when mixing to each other, then A and B liquids, two separate liquids, can dissolve to each other in AB mixture. That liquids are called the miscible liquids. As for example, when dissolve the water in alcohol, water plus alcohol, then the water and alcohol mixture of liquid is called the miscible liquid, whereas the liquids which do not dissolve in each other are known as immiscible liquids. Suppose A and B, two liquids, A and C, that's two liquids and dissolving to each other, but A and C not completely dissolve to each other. That liquids are called the immiscible liquids. Suppose when dissolve the water in oil, then water never dissolve in the oil, and that's two liquids are called immiscible liquids. Let's see the examples. When alcohol and water dissolve to each other, then alcohol and water are miscible liquids, because alcohol completely dissolve in the water, whereas petrol and water, petrol it is an oil, and water, petrol and water are immiscible liquids, because petrol never get dissolved in the water. So these two liquids are called immiscible liquid. Now some points. Eco soldier. Oil spills. The leakage of the oil during the refining process, the leakage of the oil in water bodies, in sea and in the river water, in sea water and river water, the leakage of water from refineries and mixing, a leakage of the oil from refineries and mixing of that oil in the water is called the oil spills. Oil spills are danger to the environment and to marine life. So oil spills, this is the danger for the environment and also for the danger for the marine life, also danger for the marine life. So marine birds, marine plants are facing the dangerous situation due to the oil spills. So water birds and other marine animals are also affected by the oil spills, and a lot of amounts of oil out from the refineries and that mix with the oil water bodies, and that's harm to the marine animals and water animals, water birds also. Now the next topic, that is activity. The aim of this activity is to show that water can dissolve many substances in it. Water can dissolve many substances in it. So the aim of this activity to show that water can dissolve many substances in it. Let's see the material required for this activity. Material required for these activities are sodium chloride, sodium bicarbonate, sodium carbonate, copper sulfate, chalk powder, water, and 5 glasses, and a spoon, So these all requirements necessary for this activity. Now the procedure. First, line up the 5 glasses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glasses. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 glasses, and fill half of each of them with water. So first fill half of each of them with water, H2O molecules. Then put 1 teaspoon of each of the substances. That means in 1 glass put 1 spoon of the NaCl, and another glass put 1 spoon of the sodium bicarbonate, and in another glass put 1 spoon of the sodium carbonate, in another glass put 1 spoon of the chalk powder, and so on. With the help of a spoon, put the water and stir each mixture for about 20 seconds. Start the mixture for about 20 seconds. 20 seconds, stir the each mixture in the glass. After mixing all the substances in separate glasses, separate 5 glasses, after 20 minutes we can observe that the common salt NaCl, baking powder Na8CO3, washing soda Na2CO3, baking washing soda, and copper sulfate CuSO4 have completely dissolved in water, and a clear transparent solution is obtained in each case. So each 3 case, in common salt, baking soda, washing soda, copper sulfate, these all substances completely dissolve in water, and a clear transparent solution is obtained in each case. But only chalk powder that does not dissolve in water. Chalk powder that does not dissolve in the water. So out of 5 substances, 4 are soluble in water, and chalk powder which is not soluble in the water. So in this table we can observe that. Now this column indicates the substances. In this column, common salt, baking powder, washing soda, copper sulfate, and chalk powder. So whether dissolve or not dissolves. So common salt dissolves, so yes. Baking powder dissolves, so yes. Washing soda dissolves, so yes. Copper sulfate dissolves, so yes. But chalk powder does not dissolve, so do not get dissolved in the water. So we concluded that water has the capacity to dissolve many substances in it. It means it dissolves the common salt, baking powder, washing soda, copper sulfate, except chalk powder. So water have the ability or capacity to dissolve the many substances in this. So this experiment proved that water has the capacity to dissolve many substances in it. So this is all about the water, a universal solvent, and the activity. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.